Ever had a plan? We've all got a plan, haven't we? We've all got a fucking plan. I think I've tried to have a plan in life. I think we all do. But how often does that plan change, go out the window, move? We like to think we've got a plan moving ahead. And I think in some ways we do. We get up and we go to work, or we go to school, or we go and do our daily things, that's planned out for us each day. But actually having a plan for the future, how can you plan your life out so far in the future when you're still learning throughout your entire life? Week on week, month on month, year on year, you're learning and you're changing who you are, who you want to be, where you want to be, where you want to get to. My ambitions at 20 have massively changed when I was 30, and have massively changed now again. Now I'm just over 40. It changes all the time. So I think by having a plan in place for such a long time, it always just changes and changes and changes. As we move on as well, like the things I've wanted to do, or the things that have lit me up when I was younger, don't light me up as much now I'm getting a bit older. Let's say, and again, maybe in 10 years' time, something else might light me up, something else might pique my interest. And I think we get asked at a young age, we do get asked a lot, what do you want to do, what do you want to be, what career do you want? To be asked what career you want at 18 and look forward and think you're going to be doing that same thing until you supposedly retire, what a miserable way of thinking about life. Why can't we go and fail a little bit? Why can't we go and learn a little bit first, and then go and do something and maybe find we enjoy it, or find we don't enjoy it, and change and move through life and have a little bit more, let's chill out a little bit and go and find a bit more freedom in what we want to go and do. I suppose one thing I would take away from this then would be, don't get yourself trapped in something. If it's a job or a position you don't really like, don't get yourself in a place where you can't leave it through financial reasons or commitments or something like that. Don't get yourself to that point. Make sure you've got maybe a get out clause or something that you can change and you can move. So just something to think about. Have a lovely day, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.